Happy Thursday. It is April 16th. I have pulled a couple cards for the collective energy, and I felt like my angel deck really wanted to come through for the collective with some very loving, compassionate, and comforting guidance. And the first card being prosperity is a winner, in my opinion. I mean, who doesn't want prosperity? So, looking at this card and the messages I'm receiving for the collective about this is we're living in a time where people may be feeling lack, right? But don't believe that is, try not to believe in the lack. Try to believe in the ability to have prosperity, knowing that there is there's limitless amounts of possibilities and potential in the universe. And I personally have always felt like whenever I needed money, I had it. And I have had struggles throughout my life, a lot of financial struggles, but I still always believe that I will be taken care of. And part of that is that I've always believed it since I was young, so I must just know it's true on a soul level. But as I got older, I determined that I will not fail myself. So maybe this sort of thinking could help some of you to really know that, like, hey, I got this. I'm going to take care of myself, and I'm going to take care of myself well, and everything's always going to be all right. And I will be prosperous. And while you are setting the intention of prosperity and letting the angels and guides around you align you with that, while you focus on what you want to do, either with that prosperity or to create that prosperity, or whatever it is you feel like you are being pulled to do at this time. What is your intuition telling you? When I pulled these cards, I really felt like that one way of really earning this prosperity is service to others, and in the most natural way possible, because from what I'm feeling from the collective out there is that you have this wisdom about you. It's a very humble, you're a very humble collective energy. You might not even know you're that wise, but you offer people wisdom. And what I hear is like, you don't say much, but what you say is really meaningful. And in a world where so many things people say is meaningless, it's people really know that what you're saying makes an impact to others. They know they're hearing something extraordinary. You're giving them a message that they needed, just by being yourself and being compassionate and like holding space for people and letting them talk or cry, or but also being able to be that for yourself. Because in order to show compassion for others, you really should learn to show compassion for yourself and to understand that none of us are here to be perfect. We are here to be authentic. And don't give away things because you don't think they deserve them. This is what your angels are saying. Share because you have enough. So when you're feeling prosperous, share that, give back, serve others, because it is just going to come back to you, and like you'll always have enough. So focus on the things that matter to you, and I'll give you an example. So for me, what I really want to focus on now is an abundance of finding ways to raise my energy vibration higher. So I'm looking into different ways to move my body, to make my body feel better, to kind of be more in touch with the soul body connection. I've been meditating a lot. Meditation can really do you well. Really take time to care for yourself and create that balance, because you have a strength in you that you are not aware of. So just believe, and when you're feeling weak or feeling down, ask your angels for help, or your family members on the other side in spirit world, or whoever it is that brings you comfort and makes you feel safe, and know that they want you to ask. The angels and guides and your spirit team around you can help you faster when you ask. We have free will as humans, so spiritual beings cannot step in. They do try to help us, but it's so much easier when we ask them. And it's difficult for humans to ask for help, but I once you start doing it, you'll realize that it is not as hard as we make it out to be. We just have to, ask for what is for your highest good and healing. Ask for an abundance of whatever it is you wish for. You have the right to have joy in your lifetime. And finding during this great awakening time that we're in, finding what brings you joy is a priority in a lot of people's lives right now, and it's not easy. Like, you might not know, when I started my path of awakening, I didn't know what it was I was walking towards, but I knew that I had to make a change to move towards it. Not knowing what it was, I just had to have faith. I just had a knowing that there's something I need to do, and I had to sacrifice a lot to do it. And that's part of the awakening. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice, you might have to leave a job, you might have to leave a relationship, because you know that you can't get to the next step unless you make a change. And it might feel like the world's falling apart, but think of it as prosperity of transition, abundance of transition. I have an abundance of transition in my life. It's actually very draining, but it's a it's an adventure. So know that you are divinely protected. Like, there is such a, I see, like, the more you give, the more you'll get. So just feel comfortable that you will always have what you need, and you can set that intention with the universe that I just I wish for abundance for my highest good and healing, and I have everything I need and more. You can even ask for, if you want an abundance of money, you can ask for an abundance of money. No request is too big or too small when you're talking to your spirit team. It's your intentions that matter. So, asking for abundance and having enough to share, and being aware that that makes a difference in the entire universal vibration. Every positive thought, intention, and action makes a difference. It really does. It sends a ripple through the energy in the world that raises the energy vibration. And if enough of us raise our energy vibration, then the world would be in a better state, vibrationally. You can create your own reality. I know things are hard right now, but it depending on where you are on your soul path. If you want peace, my priority is peace, right? So every decision I make is based on, will this bring me peace? And I have some non-peaceful struggles throughout my life, but it gives you, the universe challenges you to see if you are really paying attention to your intuition and making decisions for your highest good. So then we have this card, outdoors. So I'm feeling like some of you might need more. Some of you are really like raring to go and ready to go, and like believe in the prosperity and have faith that everything is always all right, and that you know that if you take care of yourself, you will have more to give. So there are others who may not feel so confident in like being prosperous without consciously having to work extremely hard for it. And you might have to work hard for it, but knowing like what would what work would bring you joy. That's part of the awakening, is asking ourselves if we're happy. So, going outdoors, really spending time around nature, surrounded by beauty, especially the springtime, can ground you, can make you feel like, you know, um, the flowers are blooming. So, think of like your mind and your idea and your energy and like your creative thoughts are blooming, and your imagination. So, thinking about what you want to work on in your life, whether it be mind, body, soul, or a combination of all, what is your one priority now? One or two. Like, don't take on the world, make it manageable. Have realistic expectations if you have to have expectations. Zen teaches us not to have expectations of ourselves or others, and that's actually a much more free way to live in the now and to just appreciate everything that comes your way and being grateful. So, when you're outdoors, I see you surrounded by this golden, healing, beautiful energy, like your spirit team and your angels, and the divine is surrounding you as you're going outside and looking for those better feelings and those higher vibrational feelings, and thinking like when you're outside and you're looking at everything that's beautiful and it feels so good, right? It makes your heart feel good. Try to keep that feeling, hold on to that feeling for as long as you can, and thinking that I want to feel this good all the time, and like learning how to recreate that feeling over and over again will help you to align with more things that make you feel good. So, I mean, this seems like a good time to go outside and maybe, sit on a blanket in the grass or sit by some water, um, smell the fresh air. Just take a moment to be with yourself and your spiritual team, and just thank them for being there with you and for always being there with you, and let them know that you appreciate them and you love them. I mean, everything is about love. We're on this planet to learn to love all beings. Love is the absence of judgment. And as hard as that may sound, you actually can love all beings and not have to like them. So it's just a matter of respecting that everyone has their own life path, and nobody can know what anybody else's life path is except for their own soul. So respecting people's decisions and just doing the best we can to create our best reality. I wish you peace always.